In this video, I put a semi-gloss finish on my 65 F100 for 28 bucks and a little bit of work. Stay tuned to find out what I did.
Thank you for watching the TDC Hot Rods YouTube channel.
Hi guys, welcome back. So on this one, I have put a lot of thought into this because on my truck, my 65, I don't want to buff it. So let me show you. So the truck originally was red, very much red, and over time it's been painted one time, but over time she's faded out. So the issue is I want it to be like semi-gloss, but I don't want to change the color. If I take a buffer to it, let me show you this little spot. If I take a buffer to it, it's going to turn back red. Well, I don't want it red. I kind of love how it looks now. I just want like a semi-gloss look. I don't really want it shiny, which is why I don't want to scuff it and clear it, because that also, if I scuff it too much, it will take the oxidation off of it and turn it red also. So I don't want to scuff it and clear it. I just want it to be like a semi-gloss. So I decided what I was going to do, and I did a couple little test spots. So let me show you that. So this is only with one coat, but you can clearly see where I stopped it here, and it's pretty, like, that's the look that I'm going for. Just a little bit of shine, nothing crazy. Also did this spot here, and you can clearly see not done, and where I put a coat on there. Now that's only one coat. I'm gonna do 3 coats on here. And then in the bed, where it hasn't got as much oxidation, very much of a difference. Like, look at that versus that. You can really see the difference. Also, I wanted to be able to darken up my rust spots just a touch. You can kind of see here where it kind of just added a little semi-gloss to it, and that's exactly the look I'm going for. Nothing too shiny, because I could totally wet sand and buff this thing and leave the patina on it, but it would change the color, and that's not what I'm wanting to do. So I know exactly what I'm going to do. So it's called, let me set this up here. This is what I'm going to use. It's Zep Wet Look Floor Polish. Now this stuff is actually technically meant for wood floor, I'm pretty sure. Now maybe it's not, maybe it's, yeah, no wax tile floors. Anyways, so this is what I'm going to use. But before we get into that, I have a bucket here of nice warm water with degreaser in it and a wore out piece of Scotch-Brite. And I'm just going to get her wet and just lightly go like this across the whole entire thing, just enough just to give it a little scuff and to get rid of any grease and oils and whatever. And then I'll rinse it all off, and then we'll get started on this. So I'm gonna get to it. I just wanted to show you guys that I'm barely even touching it and just scrubbing real fast. And look at all the orange color, because this is single stage paint that is coming off of this. So I'm sure already that, like, I can see in here that it is starting to be a tiny bit redder, and I mean, I barely even touched it. But that's what I'm getting at, is I don't really want to change the color of the truck, so I'm just trying to be careful. And really, you don't have to do this step. I could have just took that degreaser and a rag and washed it, or just washed the truck really good and then started on with it. But I wanted to give it just a teeny tiny bit of coarseness for the wax stuff to try to stick to it a little bit better, and we'll just see what it turns out like. I think it'll be sweet either way. So I'm gonna get back to work. got it all washed up and dried off. And even just the tiny bit that I touched it is quite crazy how much smoother this paint is, because it was pretty rough. But I don't know if you guys can tell in the video. Yeah, I can't really tell too much in the video, but because this still looks pretty orange, but I definitely washed away some of that chalky orangeness and more of the red is starting to come out. I don't know if you guys can see it back here anymore, but it's definitely not as chalky. So now I'm going to get started on applying this stuff. So I will show you guys that. All right, so now to apply it, I just use a microfiber and pour some on there. I tried a couple of different ways, microfiber and then one of these little round sponges for like applying wax, like regular traditional automotive wax. And this works pretty good. Like you can see that there, it works pretty good, but the microfiber is just kind of easier to hold. So if you're wondering where to buy it, maybe your local hardware store has it. I picked this up at Home Depot. It was 28 bucks. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a whole gallon, which is way more than I'll ever use, but maybe over a bunch of years I might use it. But yeah, you can pick it up at your local Home Depot, or maybe even your local hardware store has it. So we are just gonna give this thing a wipe down. I'm gonna go over it one time and then wait 30 minutes and then put another coat on it. And we'll see what it looks like after two. I may end up doing 3 or 4. I don't know, we'll see what the difference is. But I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but look at the difference right there, like that. That's pretty shiny, and then when it dries a little bit, it dulls down just a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to applying this. I just wanted to show you guys. So look at the difference. You can clearly see right here where I stopped. And I love it. Like, it's not super shiny. That up there is pretty shiny because it hasn't dried all the way. But this is already starting to dry because I put it on a lot thinner. But I think it is gonna look awesome. You can clearly see the difference. I think it's gonna look sweet. All I can say is wow. So it darkened it up just a little bit, but I absolutely love it. It is just what I was looking for. I didn't want it super shiny, but I also want a little bit of a change up. I've been driving it for 10 and a half months. And it was all dull, but I just wanted a touch more. And this is only one coat. This is exactly what I was looking for. It looks awesome. Look at that. It's not that dull, chalky orange anymore. It looks phenomenal. So that's only one coat, but it is hot in here. So normally you only spend, you wait half an hour, and I'll probably still wait half an hour, go get a drink and whatever. But then I'm gonna put on one more coat and we'll see what it looks like. I don't want it too shiny, so we'll see what it looks like after 2 coats. I may just stop after 2. If not, I'll put a 3rd coat on it, but I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm gonna let this thing dry and throw one more coat on it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after the 2nd coat, and we'll go from there. guys, the second coat looks even better. So much better. So good that I'm not gonna even try to put a third coat on. I absolutely love how it looks. I don't want it too shiny. I just wanted a little bit of shine, like just a semi-gloss look. And look at that. Do a walk around of this thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's not too shiny. It's not dull. It still has that look that I was going for. Man, this thing turned out fantastic. Super fantastic. And it was easy. It wasn't a big deal. It probably took me 2 hours, but I was taking my time. Didn't necessarily have to scrub it down with Scotch-Brite. Could have just washed it with some degreaser. So Dawn dish soap would have worked just fine. Just to make sure you get all the little grease particles off of it. But it worked great. I love it. I think it turned out fantastic. Yeah, so for 28 bucks at Home Depot, you can buy a gallon of this stuff. I use like this much out of the gallon. Like this, it would last for years. I do many, many, many cars. Yeah, so I also did the bumper and the grill, and I think it turned out sweet. It didn't make it too shiny, just like the rest of it. It's just like the rest of it. Turned out absolutely fantastic. Yeah, oh, one little tiny hint for our next video. I am working on a lower dash. That's all you're gonna see. That should be hopefully the next video that you guys see. If I get the parts in, I'm waiting for some stuff to show up to finish it. So hopefully it shows up. But if you like this content, like my page, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember now, it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. All you gotta do is hit that button. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to help you answer any questions that you have. But thanks again for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next one.